Well, another bad sign for the electric vehicle market. A new study shows used EV prices plummeted nearly 32% from last year. That's 10 times faster than used gas-powered cars. So here to discuss this devaluation is the founder of American Energy Institute, Jason Isaac. Jason, that's quite a drop. That's bad news for EV owners about the secondary market.
Yeah, there's a significant drop in the value of EVs because Tesla is significantly lowering the price of their vehicles. So far, Tesla has been the only electric vehicle manufacturer that has been immune to buyer's remorse. Over half of their buyers replace a previous model with another model. It's the only manufacturer that can say that. But if the values are dropping as significantly as they are, I think sales from their existing customers are going to continue to drop.
Yeah, why buy a used car if a new car is so cheap, so subsidized? And it's happening. Yeah, Tesla's the one offering these big subsidies to new car owners, but it's happening to all of these used cars. I think we have a list we can show you. The biggest impact is on the Chevrolet Bolt. It's down 30% in the used market. The Nissan Leaf, almost 30%, 29%. And on down, Kia, Hyundai, and in Jaguar, Mercedes, down almost 15%. So is it just the fact that new cars are so cheap, so why buy a used, or why else might the market be dropping on EVs?
Well, there's a reason for the separation, a few reasons. You've got China flooding the market with with EVs that are made with slave labor in China, and they could care less about environmental or human rights. So they're just dropping the prices to flood the market to destroy American manufacturers. You've got Hertz that made a bad decision and purchased 100,000 Tesla vehicles. They're now selling those because the values have crushed, and really the renters don't want them because of range anxiety and where are they going to charge. And the last thing you want on a business or a vacation trip is to have to sit around and wait for a vehicle to charge. You need to be able to get to where you're going, and you want to do so efficiently. So those are just a couple of reasons, but also used vehicles aren't dropping their values as much. Used gas cars, because gas vehicles to the tune of nearly $20,000 per EV sold are subsidizing electric vehicles. This is research that I published late last year with the Texas Public Policy Foundation. Again, that shows that nearly $20,000 of every EV sold is subsidized the cost from an internal combustion engine vehicle.
And what's really quickly, Jason, what's demand? We've got the price of new vehicles, but also just supply and demand. Are these? I do see them on the road, obviously more than I used to see them. But are they meeting demand, EVs?
Yeah, that's another problem. You talk about supply and demand. There is an oversupply because demand is dropping so fast. You have support waning for them, again, because of the range anxiety, because of the heavy subsidization. It's really become a third vehicle, or a really fancy tech golf cart, if you will, for a lot of consumers. It's still over 80% of consumers are wealthy individual owners, and Americans are subsidizing their fancy tech vehicles for them to buy. And it's just unfortunate that the support is waning for them, but people want practicality, and they're just not practical for most consumers.
Well, that's fascinating. 80% of the EV market is wealthy individuals. All right. Interesting stuff. Not good for anybody hoping to sell a used EV. Jason, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me on, Will. Appreciate it. Good to see you.